Hi, I'm Christine. I'm doing a reading here. I was dragged here by one of your passed on loved ones. I asked who the heck wants to come through. For the third time, we got appearance. And this is the card that denotes someone in your life who might be with you and is very recognizable, right? So this could be like a literal top hat, or this could be, they always had a very peculiar style or way of dressing. And I was annoyed because I'm like, well, okay, that's, I guess it depends on, who's watching, like what the appearance would be, right? So they're very insistent about that. So I asked, fine, and what's the message? And I got the card perfection. Now, for some of you, this might actually be a clue as to who this person is for you. If there's someone that you knew, especially in regard to appearance, who is a very strict perfectionist about the way they look, this could very well be who's coming through. And on the other hand, I think this is also part of the 101 on the timer, part of the message that they want to impart, which is about perfectionism. And if that's something you struggle with, or that word is so loaded, right? But I got the message that you're doing it right. Don't be too hard on yourself. Expectations, you'll know if you have high standards or expectations if your standards for yourself, you'll know that they're too high if they're impossible to reach, and you'll never feel like you've really done it, right? Perfectionism asks you to look from a different angle at what it is you're critiquing and just say, what if that's enough, right? Like, you can always go up, but what if that's enough for right now, okay? So just sometimes a phrase just came to mind, don't junk it up. This is something my best friend's mom used to say when we would do crafts for school, like dioramas or poster boards, and we'd always put too much glitter on it, and she'd always say, don't junk it up. And it's funny because I love to junk things up, but there is something to that, right? Sometimes less is more. So don't be too hard on yourself. You've already done the work on whatever this is that your guides want you to know. I'll get some clarity on that in a minute. But set it and forget it. It's okay. You've done the work. You've put in the work and the intention. Just don't worry. They're on your side. You don't need to be perfect. Now, okay. Thank you everybody from the other side for coming through. Yep, they're really loud today, and I get it. They have a lot of important messages for you. I'm gonna ask them now if they would like to hang around. That's fine, but I'm gonna use, what am I gonna use? He's my cat's tarot. Why not? Why not? Okay, Cat's Eye Tarot, here we go. Oh my gosh, I just realized that Deborah, who made these, is a vet, which is so funny. I love that. Deborah. Shout out to Deborah. Okay, so regarding this perfectionism situation, or not perfectionism per se, but maybe self-criticism, okay? So for those who might feel like there's a part that they're struggling with in life, is there a message, you guys? Whoa. Wow. Okay, we have the Hermit and the Eight of Cups. Interesting. This is just so weird. I pulled the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck this morning for this same collective. It's a turn of good luck, right? Look, top and bottom, this wheel that's turning, there's luck on both sides of the wheel. On all sides of the wheel, there's new experiences. And by luck, I don't necessarily mean a lotto win, right? But there are new experiences on every click, every turn of the wheel. And that's always moving you forward. Okay, wow. So we've got the Hermit. These are some interesting, I've never pulled these in this deck. The Hermit, we have here. Oh, look, and the star is part of his fur. Why does that make me emotional? Wow. So this is an alley cat, but it doesn't look like an alley cat. It looks like a cat that's been well groomed, well fed, and has now decided to. And what's interesting is that when we think of the Hermit, we always think about going inside the house, at least I do. But this cat went from inside to outside. It's almost like back to its nature, right? So I think that the hermit doesn't necessarily mean going back inside and not talking to people, right? Like the hermit just means going inward to your humanness and exploring that. And that oftentimes means engaging with other people. That oftentimes means going about your day, going to work, doing your thing. But just being able to slow yourself enough to really feel your humanness, to feel your true nature, right? And look at that. I mean, following the star, the North Star, the pole star of your heart. And the Eight of Cups. Now, this is powerful too. Walking away from something, okay? Something emotionally that once fulfilled you, something that emotionally, or at least maybe felt aligned at one time and no longer does, right? And like, this is just a very poignant picture too of like the cat leaving, and the little boy has a dog now. And the cat feels like, okay, it's time to go. Oh my gosh. Why am I crying again? This is like a really poignant energy. Okay, so in regards to the perfection message, right? It's like, don't be too hard on yourself. You're trying to find your true nature, and that's messy. That's messy. You're a scrappy alley cat sometimes, right? Sometimes you're just a mess. That's part of being human. Sometimes you feel wounded and hurt, and you turn around and you don't look back, or you do, and that's okay too. Wow, okay, so let's see. Let's get a little groundedness here. Yeah, there may have been something you feel almost replaced. Oh, nobody can replace you. Irreplaceable. Yeah, I mean that. And your guides are not having it with that, by the way. Yeah, whoa, 4 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles. Both cards of a feeling of a little bit of lack, right? 5 of Pentacles, we have this cat like looking for scraps, trying to survive, which is interesting with this hermit too, of like this alley, you know, being in kind of this dark alley. 5 of Pentacles is like this hardship, right? And yet, look down here. There's a bowl, shiny food bowl, and some mice right here. So it's almost like 5 of Pentacles, like you're maybe you're not letting yourself celebrate this win. Yeah, what's already existing in for you is already perfect. That's the message. It's already perfect. It's already worth celebrating. Perfect is nothing. Perfect is human nonsense. Whoa, okay. Now we've got some, okay, I think I finally figured out the message and now they're talking to me. Okay, Knight of Cups, yes. This is like emotional forward movement, not emotional forward movement. This is forward movement from a place of emotional clarity, stable heart. This could be you, this could be, it's almost like leaving behind this little boy and his dog and finding a more beautiful and loving home, or not in a home, but like, you know, finding a more beautiful, loving environment for, environment for yourself. And part of that has to be a dark night of the soul situation, right? I mean, with the Hermit, that's what I'm getting here, especially Hermit, 5 of Pentacles. This screams dark night of the soul. Okay, and this might be something you're going through now. This could be something you've already gone through. Wow, okay. This is intense. 5 of Swords. This cat is pissed off, okay? And your guides also are saying, yeah, get mad. That's part of it too. Get the energy out. You don't want to go to the vet. I literally took my dog to the vet today and he's like, what are you doing here with me here? And your guys are like taking you to the vet and they're like, I know, it sucks, okay? And this sucks. It sucks to have people who are hurting you. It sucks to have people who are cruel, cutting you, wounding you. Yes, yes, it hurts. They cry for you. They do. They cry for you. They love you. But that's why you're here. You're here for this. I know that like sounds counterintuitive, but like experiencing all of this is how you end up like leveling up, right? Let's see what we have here. Four of Swords. This is a period of rest. And almost, I think in this deck, it's like dreaming of the future almost. Look, like he's like dreaming of the future. But he sees this bird outside the window, but he's not like stressed about it, right? He's not like, give me the bird. He's just kind of like, later on I'll go outside and really like explore. And your guys want you to feel that, like feel that this life is worth celebrating, that you've built for yourself, because even though it's not maybe at the finish line you were hoping for, you have come so far. And you have a right to defend your wins. We have the Seven of Wands here. You have the right to defend your wins because you have come far. Oh my God, this is a dog coming up. Look. Yeah, fuck that dog, dude. Four of Cups. Yeah, this could be something like, this is also a very tranquil card in this deck. Give me a moment to look at this. Okay, this is kind of amazing. All right, so the cards that fell out here. Wow, we have the Five of Cups, which is typically a card of grief, right? Walking away from grieving something that you've lost. In the Rider-Waite deck, it has a man who's kind of cloaked, and he looks like he's just grieving, and he has these spilled cups, right? But they're still too upright, but he's taking the time to grieve. And look at this Five of Cups, this cat at an adoption event. It says even alley cat on this. So you may be feeling like, why am I not being chosen? Why am I still in this alley? Like, why can't I find this warmth of a couch? Like, why do I feel like I'm digging for scraps? But this Four of Cups is like, you don't necessarily, 12 on the timer, like this life is already so beautiful around you. Like, you don't have to cling and grasp and hold on so tight, because if you're looking so close and trying to micromanage what you're doing and getting, you're not gonna look around and go, oh my God, there's so many other there's a bowl of food right there, and there's a bunch of wild mice right there. Okay, please use that 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. Use that as whatever analogy works best for you. But this is why it's been so difficult. Seven of Swords. By the way, this cat is pissing on the wall. I was like, is it being electrocuted? No, it's pissing on the wall. By an electrical outlet though. Like, I love Deborah. I'm sorry I gave you shit, Deborah, for this deck early days, but like, I'm loving it. Seven of Swords, this cat is pissing on the wall. That's how mad it is. Man, it's like, and then I have the Fool, which fell on the ground. And again, I get this vibe of like false starts over and over, a new start, a new thing. And you're like, but it's not, I know. And you've been defending and defending. Your guides now, they want you to daydream. They want you to daydream. I just heard that. They want you to daydream. Fours are very significant here. Okay. I think they want you to downshift. We've got fives, right? Several fives we got, which were all very high intensity cards. Some sevens, very intensity, because we're going through an intense time. That's what happens. But you are allowed in that tense environment to step back, to soften a bit, to daydream, to lounge. 14 on the timer. Like, it's okay to just look around, whether you're outside, whether you're inside, whatever your environment, whatever, if you're in the place you want to be living in, if you're in the last place you want to be living in, if you're in your parents' house, your childhood bedroom, if you're in between homes, if you're homeless, if you're, I don't know, I keep getting home situation, but like something just feels, oh my gosh, the Eight of Cups just fell out again. Like something no longer, 1441 on timer, portal energy, something no longer serves me. You need to walk away, or you have walked away. And it hurts so much in your heart space, even though you know it's right, okay? And you're doing the exact right thing. And that's, I think, why your guides dragged me here today. to say your life is already perfect. No, not in the human way of you have a picture perfect situation and this is exactly how you wanted it to end up. No, no, no. Everything has been putting you through this obstacle course to level you up and get you to a place where you can truly feel secure and safe. So, wow, I feel really, really powerful energy with this card. I think you're, whoever I'm talking to, like, the like, I keep saying leveling up energy, but like the strength that you've had to hold on to. Like, it's no wonder you feel that clinging feeling, you know? I feel it too. Those vestiges of like clinging onto something that felt safe at one point, or felt like maybe you just don't know what's ahead. And so that feels safe. But I'm gonna pull a final message here from the Wild Unknown Tarot. Classic stuff. Somebody asked why I knock on the deck. You know, it's just something I learned as like a cleansing technique. Kind of taps me in to your energy. I also have OCD, so you know, it could be any number of things. Is there anything that whoever this person is, by the way, they want you to know? Yes, they know, you know who they are. This guy, this person in your life who's passed, grandparent figure most likely, or somebody of that age range who feels very connected to you and has been like punching their fist in the air as you go through this obstacle course, okay? Any final messages from this loved one before we head out of here into the great unknown? We've got the Queen of Pentacles. That, I mean, grandmotherly energy, I'm telling you. Oh my God, and the Moon. That's maternal. That's maternal. Great grandmother. I just heard great grandmother for some of you. And the Three of Cups. Grandmother. It's your grandmother. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Is this your grandma? Is this my grandma? Ah! Okay, wow. I just got like such intense grandma energy, or great grandma. 1, 2, 3, great grandma. What the heck am I doing? I don't even know. Wow. She is with you. Ooh. Ooh, I just split the deck to the Tower. But look, I see it, I see it, I see it. Grandmother, great grandmother. There might be a Maria in her name. That's at least my grandmother's name, and that just came through. Maria, Suzanne. Okay, so Susan, the Moon, Three of Cups here, Tower. Wow, it's been dark night of the soul. No shit, dark night of the soul. And the lightning strike had to happen. And your guides want you to know that the lightning struck because they didn't want you to think it was your fault that you were cutting down the tree, okay? Your guides did not want you to think you were cutting down the tree. It had to happen this way. I'd like to get one final just from this grandmother energy. Thank you for coming forward. I love this so, so much. So, so much. Three of Wands, expansion, her new horizons. And the 3, I have full body shivers, full body shivers. Oh my gosh, I don't know, man. It feels very powerful. There's a mountain that you are climbing, and you are so much farther ahead than anyone in your lineage, in your lineage. You are the cycle breaker and you are powerful. This is your grandmother figure. This is you as well. That's why you're matched together. That's why she's guiding you up this mountain. 3 of Wands, 3, the ultimate. We went from 5, 4, 3, right? Didn't I say downshifting? And why? Because at the bottom, 0, the Fool, the hero's journey, right? Wow, you are expanding rapidly. I mean, that is the energy I've been picking up on all day, this expansive energy, and it's so uncomfortable. And sometimes you're gonna piss on the wall. You're just so mad. Sometimes someone's gonna piss on your wall. And that's part of the human experience. So I love you all so much. I hope this resonated. Let me know. Your guides, your angels, your loved ones, your passed on grandmother, who's very clearly Connie, Colleen. Now I'm having all these names. Carol. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I love you all so much. Let me know if any of this resonated, but it's an honor and a privilege to read for you. Love you.